Welcome, barbecue lovers. Today, I'm going to give you a complete BBQ experience from start to finish. How do you cook a perfect steak? How do you capture that smoky flavor on the grill? What is searing? How do you control the heat of the coals? Why should you rest the meat? By the end of this video, you'll have the answers to all these questions. If you're ready, let's fire it up. The secret to a good BBQ starts with choosing the right cut of meat. You can go for a ribeye steak, T-bone, or even a tenderloin, but pay attention. The thickness should be at least 2 fingers wide. Thin steaks dry out easily on the grill, and you won't get that juicy interior with the crisp, seared crust you are aiming for. Now let's talk seasoning. You don't need fancy sauces for a good steak. A quality cut can shine with just olive oil, coarse salt, and freshly ground black pepper. But today, I'm adding a bit of flavor with crushed garlic and a few sprigs of rosemary. I brush olive oil on both sides of the steak, gently press in the garlic, and sprinkle rosemary around the edges. I'm holding off on the salt for now, since it can draw out moisture if added too early. We'll salt it just before cooking.
Filetesi, Fire is an art forming. Birinci nece aroma antfire. Has birinci ad don top. Birinci ant. Yore sure itese amt.
To test the grill temperature, hold your palm about 5 centimeters 2 inches above the grate. If you have to pull it back after 3 seconds, the heat is perfect. I lightly oil the grill to prevent the meat from sticking. Now it's time to place the steak. That sizzling sound you hear the moment it hits the grill. That's the sound of perfection beginning. I sear the first side for 2.5 minutes without moving it. Then I flip it and sear the other side the same way. A nice crust forms during this stage, locking in all the juices. If you like, you can add a bit of butter on top at this point. Butter enhances the flavor. I also place a sprig of rosemary on top and let it sizzle with the butter. It's a treat for both the eyes and the nose. After searing, I move the steak to a cooler part of the grill. Here, I let it cook for about 3 to 4 minutes, depending on how done I want it. For rare, aim for an internal temperature of around 52 degrees Celsius, 125 degrees Fahrenheit, and for medium rare, 57-60 degrees Celsius, 135-140 degrees Fahrenheit is ideal. Using a meat thermometer gives the most accurate results. If you don't have one, you can use the finger test. Touch your thumb to your index finger. That soft feeling is rare. Thumb to middle finger, that's medium rare. Thumb to pinky, well done. The firmness of your palm gives you a rough idea of the steak's doneness. Once we take the steak off the grill, we let it rest for at least 5 minutes. Don't skip this step because of the heat. The juices inside the steak move toward the surface. Resting allows those juices to redistribute throughout the meat. If you slice it too early, all that flavor ends up on the cutting board instead of in your mouth. Now it's time to serve. I sprinkle a bit of sea salt on top. If you like, you can add a few drops of lemon juice, but I prefer to keep it natural and simple. You can serve it with grilled vegetables, maybe some potatoes cooked in the embers, or even just a slice of rustic bread. The choice is yours. And that's how you do real BBQ. The right cut, a well-prepared grill, careful searing, and a little love. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Share your own BBQ tips in the comments. Maybe I'll try your method in the next video. Enjoy your meal. Thanks for watching Outdoor Chef. If you enjoyed this BBQ journey, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and leave a comment below. We love hearing your grilling stories and tips. Follow us for more fire-cooked flavors, wild adventures, and real outdoor taste. See you at the next cookout. Stay smoky, stay hungry.